I'm not even going to lie. Nobody actually told me my 20s would feel like this. Or do you ever randomly sit down and realize life is not looking the way you imagined it would? Like when you were younger, didn't adulthood look more put together? Because when I was small, I thought people in their 20s had everything figured out. I thought by this age, people would know exactly what they wanted. Like a stable career, stable income, a clear direction, and so on. But right now, most people are just guessing and hoping that things work out. And honestly, that is part of why I decided to make this a series. Because over the next couple of episodes, I'll be inviting different people in their 20s to talk about the different part of life nobody really prepares you for. Things like career pressure, faith and spirituality, relationships, friendships, finances, purpose, emotional struggles, identity, and just how life has honestly been feeling for them in their 20s. Because I realized that so many people are quietly carrying similar thoughts and fears, but nobody really talks about them openly enough. And honestly, nobody talks enough about how strange it feels when your life doesn't match the picture you had in your head. Because sometimes the disappointment is not even about other people. It's between you and your own expectations. That is when you start thinking, oh wait, I thought I would be further ahead by now. And that feeling can quietly eat at people, especially at night. Because daytime is distracting. You are busy with a lot of things. You are moving around, you are talking to people, trying to do this and that. But late at night, everything becomes honest and calm. And that is exactly when the overthinking starts. You start calculating your life in your head, asking questions like, am I wasting time? Am I making the wrong decisions? What if everybody else moves ahead and I stay stuck? What if this version of my life never changes? And another thing I've realized is that a lot of people don't even know themselves anymore because they've spent too much time trying to become what looks impressive to others. You start chasing things you never even deeply wanted. You just wanted the validation that comes with them. And that can be very dangerous because there's a difference between building a meaningful life and building a life that only looks good from the outside. And the frustrating part is that life doesn't stop while you are confused. That is what adulthood feels like most of the times. You can be mentally exhausted and still have responsibilities waiting for you. Bills don't care that you are overwhelmed or tired. Life doesn't pause because you are emotionally tired. You still have to keep going somehow. And honestly, I think that is why so many people in their 20s are secretly exhausted. Because everybody is trying to build a future while still trying to survive the present. And another thing is that social media honestly makes the pressure worse sometimes. Because every single day, somebody is announcing something like a new job, new apartment, engagement, relocation, business launch, another achievement here and there. Meanwhile, you are sitting there refreshing your own banking app, hoping things improve very soon. And the dangerous part is that comparison happens quietly. Nobody even plans to compare themselves. It just happens naturally. And that is when you see somebody succeeding and suddenly your own life starts looking smaller in your eyes. Suddenly, you forget your own progress completely. And honestly, I think many people are too hard on themselves lately because life is genuinely difficult right now. Everything feels expensive, the future feels uncertain, people are emotionally drained, even resting feels stressful because the moment you relax, you feel guilty for not being productive. And the crazy thing is, people are just running. Nobody even knows where the finish line is. Running because they are scared of falling behind, running because they feel pressured, running because stopping feels like a waste of time. And honestly, I think some people are so focused on becoming successful that they don't even realize they are losing themselves in the process. And you know what's actually sad? Some people don't even enjoy life anymore. Everything has become performance. You can't just exist peacefully anymore. You must be achieving something, building something, posting something, improving something. And if you're not, you start feeling like you're failing. And please, don't get me wrong. I am not saying trying to build something or trying to be productive is bad in any way, nor am I trying to encourage laziness in any form. It's just that human beings were not designed to function under constant pressure like this. And sometimes I think people miss simplicity. Life before everybody started measuring their worth by what somebody else has achieved. Before every hobby needed to become an income, before resting started feeling illegal, before social media even started making ordinary lives feel insufficient. Because now, even beautiful things don't feel enough anymore. You could achieve something you once prayed for and still immediately start worrying about the next thing. No pause, no satisfaction, just pressure. And honestly, that is really scary. Because if people don't slow down mentally, sometimes they'll completely lose themselves trying to chase a version of life they don't even fully want. I think more people need to ask themselves, who am I becoming through all this pressure? Because success means nothing if you're emotionally falling apart privately. And I know people don't like talking about this stuff because everybody wants to appear strong all the time. But the truth is, a lot of people are scared. Scared they are not doing enough. Scared they are wasting time. Scared that their life won't work out. Scared that they will disappoint themselves. And honestly, I wish people gave themselves more grace. Because nobody truly knows what they are doing all the time. And maybe your 20s are not supposed to be about having everything figured out. Maybe they are just about figuring yourself out gradually. Bit by bit. And if you are listening to this, feeling behind in life somehow, I really hope you stop punishing yourself for not being where you thought you would be yet. Your life is still unfolding. And honestly, that matters more than perfection ever will. If you'd like to share your experiences on this podcast, feel free to send them to my email, makonjola877@gmail.com. Whether it's your personal story or something someone close to you has gone through, I'd love to hear it. And if you'd prefer to stay anonymous, you can absolutely indicate that too. Your stories and experiences could help someone else grow, heal, help them learn, or simply feel less alone. So, thank you so much for listening. And before you go, always remember that the softest conversations carry the hardest truth. See you in the next episode. Bye.